Overtrading is often framed as a personal weakness, a lack of discipline, emotional control, or experience. Traders are advised to stick to the plan, reduce position frequency, and manage impulses more effectively. While these recommendations are valid, they overlook an important factor: the environment in which decisions are made. In reality, poor platform design rarely causes losses directly. Instead, it amplifies existing behavioral tendencies, turning minor lapses in judgment into repeated, costly actions. In 2026, experienced traders are increasingly recognizing that platform design plays a measurable role in shaping trading behavior, particularly when it comes to overtrading. Overtrading is not simply about trading too often. It is a pattern driven by constant exposure to stimuli, perceived urgency, difficulty disengaging from the market, and emotional reactions to short term price movement. These conditions are not created by markets alone. They are often reinforced by how platforms present information and invite interaction. When interfaces are built around continuous engagement, alerts, flashing indicators, rapid feedback loops, traders are subtly encouraged to act even when inaction would be the rational choice. Bad design does not invent bad decisions, it magnifies them. Platforms that emphasize real time noise over structured context, frequent prompts over deliberate workflows, and visual intensity over clarity can increase cognitive load and emotional arousal. Under these conditions, traders are more likely to enter marginal setups, abandon predefined risk limits, react to short term volatility, and confuse activity with progress. This effect is especially pronounced during volatile market phases where rapid price changes already strain decision making capacity. The platform becomes a psychological multiplier, not a neutral tool. Many traders associate frequent action with control. Platform designs that reward activity through instant feedback, visual confirmation, or gamified elements reinforce this illusion. In practice, excessive activity often reduces control. Execution quality deteriorates, transaction costs accumulate, decision fatigue sets in, and strategy coherence erodes. Experienced traders learn that restraint is a skill and that environments which constantly demand attention make restraint harder to maintain. By contrast, platforms designed around calmness and structure create cognitive space. These environments typically feature clear exposure summaries, minimal visual noise, predictable workflows, and easy access to historical data. Such design choices support deliberate decision making. When traders can assess their positions without urgency or distraction, they are more likely to follow predefined plans and avoid unnecessary trades. This is not about slowing traders down artificially, it is about removing friction that pushes them toward impulsive behavior. Risk management is usually discussed in terms of position sizing, stop losses, and diversification. Platform design, however, functions as an implicit risk layer. Interfaces that obscure total exposure, fragment information across screens, and prioritize alerts over context increase the likelihood of behavioral errors. Conversely, transparent and consistent design helps traders recognize when no action is required, a critical but often overlooked component of risk control. Over time, this difference compounds. Traders operating in supportive environments experience fewer emotionally driven deviations, even when strategies remain unchanged. Professional traders rarely separate psychology from infrastructure. They understand that behavior emerges from context, context is shaped by tools, and tools influence outcomes. As a result, platform evaluation increasingly includes behavioral considerations. Some infrastructure focused providers, such as Finance SPR, align with this thinking by emphasizing structured, predictable environments rather than engagement driven design. The goal is not to restrict traders, but to support consistency under pressure. In 2026, the conversation around overtrading is evolving. Rather than framing it solely as a personal flaw, traders are beginning to recognize the role of platform design in shaping behavior. Bad design doesn't cause losses, but it makes them more likely. Good design doesn't guarantee success, but it reduces unnecessary friction. As markets remain complex and emotionally demanding, platforms that support calm, clarity, and disciplined execution are becoming a silent edge. For traders seeking long term performance, understanding the psychology of platform design is no longer optional.